LadyLucidity ASMR. Hello there, my lovelies. For today's special winter make, I'm going to show you how you too can create these beautiful but very simple tinsel wreaths. So, if you'd like to follow this tutorial tome, you'll need a few items to make these beautiful decorations. So, to start, you will need, of course, something to wrap your tinsel around. In the past, I have used wire coat hangers or simple craft wire. You can also get hold of these wire craft rings that I have in the video today from Amazon, eBay, or any good craft store. You'll also need some tinsel, of course, and for this make I'm just using one colour, but you can feel free to experiment and use different colours, multiple colours. My favourite is using white as a base and then adding red loosely over the top to create a candy cane effect. So, as well as your tinsel, you'll need some sort of adhesive. I'm just using a glue gun today for ease, some coloured baubles of your choice, and a little bit of ribbon to hang your wreath. So, to start, I am just tying it onto my wire frame. No need for glue at this stage. And make sure you tightly wrap your tinsel around your frame. So, I used around 2 meters of tinsel for these 10-inch rings. I find that using slightly more luxury tinsel works better because it is usually a lot thicker, as you can see by my silver wreaths behind me. So it will have less gapping and look that little bit more professionally made. So you just want to make your way around your frame very carefully and slowly, and just keep wrapping it around, and at this stage you can adjust to make sure there's no gaps and that you are happy with your tinsel. So, for mine, to make sure it is doubly secure, at the halfway point here, I am actually weaving my tinsel through that middle bar to make sure it doesn't slip off, because the last thing you want is to hang your decoration and it to fall apart. So, I'll just wrap it round. Keep going until you get to the end. This also works really well with a two-tone effect, using one colour for half and a different colour for the other half. This is also the technique that I use to create my Halloween decorations, hence the black tinsel. So we've almost made our way around to the end. It looks like I'm going to have just enough to finish this one off. If you do have a little bit extra, you can always tuck it in to your existing tinsel, or you could use it instead of ribbon to hang it up with. Round and round we go, just over the making sure that I make enough room for the end part. So you can see we have our basic shape starting to take place here. Okay, and then just tuck the end into that last gap there. A little bit of adjusting and voila. Okay, so we have our wreath outline. Now to decorate. So I am using the rule of 3, which is very visually appealing, but it's completely up to you. You could just put baubles around the entire outside. You could do a few, just dot them about, but this is just how I decorate my wreaths personally. So I like to start with the larger ones. So I'm picking some alternate ones out, and I place them at roughly 1/4 each way round. Make sure there's plenty of glue on there, and you're using the top of your bauble just to make sure it is secure. So just stick that one on there, and again repeat the process with this one. Okay, and the perks of using a glue gun is that it's fairly quick and efficient, and it's not too messy, but you know that they will stay in place. Okay, so those are your 3 starting ones. Next I'm going to take my miniature baubles and start adding. So I'm going to try and alternate them as best as I can to make it really interesting. So I'm just going to use greens for this one. We'll pop the glitter one there, and then we will place our bottle green one just next to it, nestled in between. There we go. So again we've got our 3, and I'm going to repeat the process for the next 2. Just make sure I've got plenty of glue on there. Pop that on. Okay, and just remove any excess glue if there is any. Okay, and the 3rd one, just pop it in there as well. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, always give them a firm press down to make sure they do stick. And my last 2 just on the sides here. So you can leave it just as is, it's completely up to you, but this is where you can get a little creative placing other decorations. So I've got my main 3, and now I'm going to start filling in the gap. So we're going to have a couple of the larger ones now, and these ones you'll notice I'm deliberately putting on the side so that you can see that they are baubles. It just gives it that more Christmassy feel. Okay, and using glitter covered ones makes it extra sparkly and glitzy, I think. So we have a lot of interesting textures going on, and some really nice colours. So this wreath I'm making today, I have actually made for a friend. These were her colours that she requested, and I think the overall result was beautiful. One glitzy one down the bottom, and then I'm just going to fill in with some smaller ones, I think. I think that looks perfect. So, you don't want to go too mad, but I like to layer mine up a little bit. So, refill the glue gun. You will go through a lot of glue sticks making these, but it's good messy fun. Okay, so again, popping it on its side, give it a firm press. And I'm going to do on the other side just to balance it out a little. Okay, just down there we go. So you can see once you start to build up your design that it really takes on a character of its own. So at this stage I'm just looking for where is a good gap to put them in. Now, if you want to tie ribbon to the top, I suggest you do leave a tiny gap just at the top for hanging. But that is essentially your wreath. So if you want to, you can put some ribbon at the top, but I'm just going to leave it as is. So, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!